Hi everyone, my name's Karen and today I'm going to be taking you through a half-hour Pilates workout. Look, I've already started and my words are already fumbling, but here we go. I'm in this with you. Please enjoy what's ahead of you. So today we're going to do some mat work Pilates. All you need for this is your mat and yourself. The beautiful thing about Pilates is that it targets core muscle groups and also smaller muscles as well. You'll probably find some of the exercises we do today are very similar to things you may have done in yoga classes or in gym classes and other workouts. But the beauty of Pilates is that we focus really intently on that precision and that really detailed and focused slow movement so that we can get in there and create a sense of full body awareness. I'm also going to be running through a few of the Pilates lingo that you might come across if you join in for a Pilates class. They're not too far-fetched, however they kind of throw you sometimes anyway. So we're going to start by coming down onto our backs. We're going to have our knees up towards the ceiling and feet are flat. We're going to start with just a couple of rounds of exploring the idea of imprinting our spine. So to do this, place your hands down either side of your body, nice and firm. Feel the strength of the mat behind you. We're going to scoop the pelvis ever so slightly upwards so that our lower back is lengthened and all of our vertebra from the tail up to our neck are really imprinted flat onto the mat, hence why it's called imprinting. Just take a moment here to feel that sensation in your core. You'll feel it in your lower abdomen and also suctioning the belly button towards the spine. From here, we're going to go the other way. So create a really deep curve in your lower back by taking the tailbone under and curling up, drawing the belly towards the sky. And coming back to imprint. Just rotate through this a couple of times. Curve and imprint. Curve and imprint. Now we're going to just narrow down that movement a little bit to find what we call a neutral spine. So in a neutral spine, you've got that slight scoop of the tailbone so the lower abdomen is engaged. However, you can just fit your fingertips or a little row of ants could walk under your lower back. So you're encouraging the natural arch of your spine, but you're not exaggerating it. Shoulders are down away from the ears and your arms are relaxed. Gentle tuck in your chin as well so that there's no creases in the back of your neck. This is what we call a neutral spine, and it's easier to find when we're lying down. And if I use that term during our class today, you'll know what I mean. Now, we're going to begin with some pelvic curls or bridges. Bring your feet a little closer to your booty and draw your fingertips towards your heels. Engage that lower abdomen by scooping the pelvis that little bit and then raising up towards the ceiling, or in my case, the sky. It's really nice out here. Engage the glutes, squeeze them tight, and then vertebra by vertebra, lowering back down, releasing all the way to the floor. 2 more times. Exhale, coming up, drawing the core towards the sky, and lowering down towards the earth. 1 more time. Exhale, coming up and lowering down. All right, we're going to add a little bit more heat into that motion. So, grounding the feet, checking your position, just checking your neutral spine as well. We're constantly checking in because these things can be easily forgotten or released as we start drawing our attention to all the different parts of our body. So engage the core, scoop the pelvis up towards the sky, really squeeze the glutes, and then like you're moving through honey, lower it down until you're maybe about 1 inch off the ground. And again, coming up and down. We're going to add some breath. As you come up, exhale. Inhale down and down. Make it audible. Engage the glutes, lowering down slowly like moving through honey. And down. We've got 4 more. 4 and down. 3 and down. 2 and down, and 1. Hold it at the top here if you can. In Pilates, if at any point you need a break, what I encourage you to do is to take a mindful rest. So rather than dropping and falling out of the pose, mindfully set yourself down and say, I'm going to have a break for a couple of breaths, and then come back to it with mindful intention. Building on from this bridge pose, we're going to target different areas of the legs. So we're going to come onto our tippy toes. You'll already feel this starts to engage the glutes a little bit more, and also brings a little bit of flexion into the feet. We don't spend a lot of time on our feet. We're going to do the exact same thing. So lowering down about 1 inch off the floor, scoop the pelvis, engage the glutes, and come up. Lowering down and coming up. So again, make it mindful as you lower down, like you're moving through honey, and as you come up, engage all the muscles, engage the glutes. Lowering down, exhale up, lower and up. We've got 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, holding up here if you can. Bringing the feet to flat. This time coming up onto your heels. We're going to move into the hamstrings. I am already feeling that. To increase the challenge in this one, you are welcome to bring your feet a little bit wider. But I'm going to keep mine closer because it's very hard to talk and do these things at the same time. Take a moment, engage the glutes, lifting the hips. Make sure everything is really turned on, that you're very aware of what's happening. And we'll lower down and lift. Lower and lift. Lower, lift, lower, lift. Listen to the netball horn. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up here, bringing your feet back down to flat. Quick little bonus here, we're going to pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Moving through honey, lower your spine down towards the earth, vertebra by vertebra. Enjoy that release as you come down, hugging the knees in towards the chest. Beautiful work. We're just going to take a moment to stretch through those glutes. So hugging your right leg in, stretching your left leg long. Give it a little bit of a release and a break. Left leg in, right leg long. Beautiful. All right, we're going to come into a little bit of core work now. In Pilates, our core is called our powerhouse. It's the most important part of Pilates. Pretty much what we focus on in Pilates is keeping the core strong and stable, and then everything else moves around it. So we work towards keeping everything in our trunk really steady. And this takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of effort and control, precision and concentration as well. So with Pilates, we begin by meeting our body where it is and building upwards. So if at any point you find that an exercise has gone too far or it's a little bit too much for you, yes, take a break or take it back a level. I will give you a few options as we move into core work. I'm just going to roll in up here. I realize it's also very odd laying on the ground talking like that. So we're going to bring our feet hip width apart, knees towards the ceiling. Hands are going to come out in front of us. I talked a lot about neutral spine at the beginning, but for our core work, we really want to focus on a C curve. So bringing the chin in towards the chest and creating, you can see there, that C curve through my spine into my neck. Tucking the chin into the chest like this will keep your neck protected and safe. If at any point you find that too difficult, then bring your head back down onto the floor, and I'll explain that as we get there. So to come down, tuck the chin, engage the upper abdomen by suctioning the belly button back, and then slowly, like moving through honey, bringing yourself all the way down to the mat. picking your knees up. We're going to engage the chin, tuck it in, lift the head first, then lift the shoulders to that point where you're just engaged, just at the top of your core. You will feel it. You'll feel that point where you cannot go any further. And then rolling back down to flat. 9 more like that. Curving the chin, coming up to raise, and lowering down. Curling up, minding that C curve, really draw yourself up, lowering down. 7 more, coming up and lowering down. Curling through the upper back, coming up and lowering down. On these last 5, let's add in breath. Exhale, coming up. Inhale, coming down. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. That's 3, 2, 1. We're going to add on from here. If at any point you find this is too much, come back to that first level that we just did, raising up, coming down. We're adding in 2 extra breaths in this motion. So curl the chin, coming up. Inhale, hold behind your legs. Exhale, pull up a little higher. Inhale, lower down. So it's 4 breaths. Exhale, up. Inhale, grab. Exhale, up. Inhale, lower. Beautiful. We've got 8 more. Exhale, up. Inhale, grab. Exhale, up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up. Up. And lower. So we want to get a little bit more height as we come up that second time round. We've got 6 more. And lower. Inhale. And lower. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lower down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lower down. And because I'm a Pilates teacher, I've lost count, so we're going to do another 3 more. Exhale, up. Inhale. Exhale, up. And lower. 2 more. And lower. Last one. Exhale, up. Inhale, grab. Exhale, up. Inhale, lower down. Take a quick moment to stretch the body out nice and long. And we're going to come into a series called our Pilates 5. So this is a series of 5 core exercises that target different areas to varying degrees within our powerhouse. We're going to do 10 of each. I'll walk you through each one with variants as well. So our first one is a double leg stretch. To do this, we take one leg long, other leg is hugged in, holding your hands just above your shins, or your shin. There's only one shin in the air at the moment. Option 1 is to hug in, hug in, hug in with your neck down. Option 2, C curve, chin to chest lifting up as we hug, hug. Option 3 is to keep the long leg hovering above the earth, like so. So find your position, take a moment, and remember, meet your body where it's at. You might be doing this video for the 2nd, 3rd, 4th time, I don't know. Maybe the first time you did it, you could take option 3, but today is an option 1 kind of day. Listen to your body, you're still engaging the same muscles. You are just making sure that you are reaching the most optimum way to engage them on that day. So getting prepared, one leg long, leg tucked in, and we'll start for 1 and other leg. 2, switch. 3, switch. 4 and 5. 5 more. 3 more. 2 and 1. Lovely. All right. Staying up if you can. If you need a break, please take it. Option 2 is a double leg stretch. We will hug the legs in and lift out long. Hug in, lift out long. So again, option 1, keeping the neck down, hug in, lift in, hug in, lift in. You would bring your arms straight, but I have a plant here that I'm just casually running into each time. Option 2, chin is tucked up, hug in and out, in and out. Option 3 is to take your legs long. Now, if you're finding that taking your legs long is too hard, if it's like really just burning too much in there, keep them straighter. Yep. So hug in, straight up, in, straight up. So just to review, we've got option 1, hugging in and out. Option 2 is tucking the legs in, bringing them up, in and up. And option 3, out long and out long. Again, your hands go long up overhead. I'm just playing with this plan. All right, finding your level, 10 of these. Hug the legs in and out. 9 and out. Engage your core. Make sure your spine is really feeling into the mat and your chin remains tucked at all times. We've got another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, coming down. Next is our straight leg. So it's similar to our single leg stretch. We're just bringing the legs up straight. Makes sense, right? So again, level 1, hugging the leg up, leg up. You might find this a little bit harder because it's a long distance from the floor up to your leg. Level 2, tuck in the chin. I'm really struggling with those letters. Tuck the chin and up. Now, you'll notice like my legs are a little bent. If your legs need to be a little bit more bent, totally fine. If you can bring them straight, also totally fine. Again, meet your body where you're at. So 10 of these, picking your level. If you're curling your chin up, make sure it's tucked in towards the chest. Engage. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Hug the knees in. Have a stretch out if you need to as well. Next one is a double leg. So again, similar to what we did before. However, with legs coming up and out. Up and out. So no bend. If you need, again, shoulders on the ground and out. Option here, if you need it, and I highly recommend this one. It feels very nice on the lower back as well. Take your fingers into a bit of a diamond shape and place them on that flat part of your lower back. This will give your hips a little bit of a lift so that this up and down motion is a little easier on your lower back as well. If you don't need that option or you don't want that option, I'm wanting that option, but for the video, I will definitely do the full version for you. We will. You can bend the knees if you need to as well. And then only bring the legs down as high as you can while also keeping the back flat against the mat. All right, so recap. Back is straight, legs are coming down with your fingers under your booty. Option 2, hands on either side of you, up and down. Option 3, tuck the chin, taking the legs and lifting them long. All right, pick your level. Let's go. 10 of these. 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh my goodness, I can't wait for this one to be done. 2, and 1. Lovely. Hold it and hugging the legs in. Look at that. You've done 4 of the Pilates 5, but what that means is we've got one more exercise to do in this round. This one you might be familiar with, called bicycles. In Pilates, we call it a crisscross. So for this, again, we're going to take the hands behind the head. Now, what's most important in this, maybe not most important, there's a lot of important things in Pilates I've noticed in my language. Make sure your arms are open wide. So we don't want to crunch the shoulders in as we come up. We want to keep them wide. We want to make sure that we've got that tuck in our chin to bring us up. This means that we're not straining the neck and we're not using our arms to drag our neck up towards our core. Our core is doing all the work. Our chin is just, and our neck are just moving along for the ride. So for this, we will take one leg long, curl up, and bring opposite arm to opposite leg. So there's a bit of a twist in there. We're getting into the obliques. Twist, twist. So option one, if you'd like to keep your shoulders down, is reach towards leg, reach towards leg. Yep. Beautiful. Option two, coming up, chin tucked, up, up, up. Yep. Making sure you've got those arms nice and wide. As well for this one, another option, if you'd like to bring it back down, is to keep the legs bent. So tuck, tuck, tuck. All right, finding your level, here we go. We're going 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, check your core, 7, are your arms wide, 8, 9, and 10, oh my word, last one, hugging the knees in and then send your whole body long and straight. Give your core a little bit of a stretch. We're going to just do a bit of a banana stretch. And what I mean by that is you will be a banana. Oh, it's always so awkward when it's recorded and you get to keep my my words for so long. Anyway, taking your hands together and move them towards the right upper corner of your mat. At the same time, move your legs to the right lower corner of your mat. So you're forming a nice arch from your toes all the way to your hands. And you can cross your left leg over your right if that feels nice. Just stretching through that side body. The nicest part about abs and core work is the release and the stretch afterwards. You really appreciate that full range of motion after you've been working on your abs. All right, big breath in. Coming back to center and banana the other way. So hands to the left side of the mat, legs to the left side of the mat. Cross your right leg over the top of your left if you like. Big breath in. And big breath out. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Now, another thing Pilates loves is rolling around on the floor. This helps with your spinal extension and flexion. We're going to do a real simple one today that I'm sure many of you may have tried before. If this is not available to you, then feel free to roll onto your side and come up to a seat. If, however, you would like to give it a try, hug your knees in, tuck your chin in towards your chest, and just rock and roll back and forth along the spine, creating that nice momentum. Make sure that you keep your chin tucked the whole time so you are protecting your neck. And please don't look at the camera during this, just look at your knees. And we're going to roll all the way up to a seated position as my mat hovers and moves around the floor a little bit. All right. Now we're going to come into a little bit of back work. It's pretty normal in a Pilates class that once you've done a lot of this work that we then move into some spinal extension just to counter all the crunching that we've just done. So however you would like to get there, coming over onto your hands and knees and then lowering all the way down onto your belly. Now, these will look familiar for some of you, with like in that range of like Shalabhasana, boat pose, baby cobra as well. And we're just moving through and working through our back muscles. So to begin with, we're going to make sure our feet, tops of our feet are flat on the ground and all 10 toes are really pressing in so that you're engaging your thighs, your quads, sorry. You're lifting your knees and the lower body is really engaged. However, for this first one, the lower body is going to stay on the ground. We're only working through the upper body. Hands are on either side of you, just underneath your shoulders. Head is down on the ground. And then we're going to squeeze our shoulder blades together, drawing our elbows together like we're doing a chicken dance. Oh my goodness, the words that come out of my mouth. Anyway, drawing the elbows together, and allow that drawing together to create lift in your chest. Make sure your neck is long, no creases along the back of your neck. So you maybe want your gaze to be just at the top of your mat, not looking straight up. Inhale and exhale, lowering down. We're going to do 2 more just like that. So we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, raising up. Stay for the exhale. Make sure that your lower body is engaged as well. Thighs are really squeezing, kneecaps are lifted. Inhale, exhale, lower. And last one like this. Raising up, drawing the shoulder blades together, really creating that nice lift. Maybe lift your hands 5 millimeters off the earth so that this extension is really coming from your back rather than your arms. Inhale. And exhale, lowering down. All right, we're going to move into back extension in Pilates. So to do this, we'll place our hands on either side of our body. Again, lower body is engaged, really digging in, finding strength in that earth. Head is facing downwards. Same motion where you're going to draw the shoulder blades together to lift the upper body up off the mat. Neck is long, shoulders are drawing away from the ears. Inhale, stay for the exhale. Inhale, exhale, lowering down. One more time like that. We're going to add on. So engage the lower body, drawing the kneecaps up, shoulder blades coming together, lifting through the upper body. And if it is available to you, remember, listen to your body and what you need. You can bring your arms together, clasp your hands to create a little bit more of a stretch through the front body. Make sure your neck is long and make sure your gaze is downwards so that your neck isn't cranking upwards. Inhale, engage that lower body to give you a little bit more lift. Exhale, lowering down. Take a moment, hands underneath your head, swing your legs around a little, allowing the lower back just to relax. Last one, but this time we're going to add the legs in as well. So we're moving into that boat pose sort of style. However, we're not going to bend the legs, we're just going to send them long. All right. Hands on either side of the body, head is facing down. I'm lifting myself a little off the mat just because the microphone's here and I don't want to like smush you. Anyway, so head is facing down, engage the kneecaps, engage the quads, squeeze the glutes. As you squeeze glutes, squeeze the shoulder blades to lift your lower body and your upper body. Take that clasp with your hands if you'd like as well. Breathe in here. Inhale. Lifting a little higher. Exhale, relax. Inhale a little higher. And exhale, lowering down. Again, knees come up to the ceiling. Swing into either side. Take a breather. You've just finished your half-hour Pilates. We're just going to add a little bit of a stretch to ease in through to the rest of the day. So moving yourself up and back, coming to a small child's pose. Knees are as wide as the mat. Big toes are together. Drawing your hands away and allow the chest to sink towards the mat as your tailbone moves towards your heels. Couple of breaths here. Rolling up through the spine. Coming over to sit on one side into a mermaid stretch. So we are sitting the way a mermaid would sit on a rock. I think that's why it's called a mermaid stretch. I do not know. So I'm on my right side, so my right hand is going to come to the earth, lifting my left hand up overhead. Rotate the chest upwards so that your heart is shining towards the ceiling. Big breath in. And exhale, swap sides. So I'm taking my left hand over to the same side as my ankles are. Rotating upwards through the chest. Coming back to center, flip your tail over to the other side. Again, my left leg, I'm on my left hip, so my left hand's coming to the floor. Raising up overhead, rotating the chest upwards. So you got that nice big open chest. So lots of air can enter into the body. Inhale. And exhale, coming over to the other side. Opening up, rotating through the chest, enjoying that side stretch. Inhale. Exhale, hand comes back down to the earth. Take your legs long, quick little forward fold. You can bend your knees as generously as you like. Give yourself a little hug as you lengthen through the spine and fold forward. Straighten your legs as much as you need and let the head just hang heavy. Enjoy that openness through the back and the curve in the spine. Inhale and exhale. Hands to the earth, slow roll up through the spine, coming into a comfortable seated position, and please feel free to add any other little stretches that you'd like as you move in towards your day. Thank you so much for joining me for this half-hour Pilates class. I hope that it's something you can take away with you. Even if you just add a couple of minutes of Pilates into your life a day, you'll probably see some really amazing results. So thank you, and I hope to see you soon.